If you want some FIFA 23 coins, please check out MMOXP.com. Their link is down in the description. They're fast, cheap and reliable, and if you use code Rema you can get yourself a 5% discount. So what's going on, guys? My name's Ash and welcome back to a brand new video. If you hear a very loud annoying noise, I'm sorry, that's my computer, it's on its last legs. But in today's video, guys, I've got something extremely important to talk about, and it's something that comes up every single year. It is the FIFA 23 servers, and they are way worse than any other year I've ever played. And it literally makes no sense to me. Like, it genuinely doesn't, because I don't see how they can try and improve gameplay responsiveness and somehow make it worse. I'm not going to drag this video on, I'm just going to get straight to the point. But I seriously do not understand the button lag in this game. Like, the previous years, I got it a little bit. Like, I understand everything's not going to be responsive. It should be, because this is made by a multi-billion-dollar company that should know how to program a video game. But my god, this is beyond anything I've seen. So, in previous years, you would get the button lag. So, you'd press an input, and then 3 years later it'll do something, but it would actually do it. In this game, you can press a button and the game will gaslight you into thinking you haven't pressed it. Alright, so there's many times this weekend, it's only been in Foot Champions that I've actually noticed this. At the start of the weekend it was absolutely fine. I don't know why I'm saying start of the weekend like I actually played games on Saturday or Sunday, but start of Friday was absolutely fine. It wasn't great, but like it was just your usual button lag that you get in Foot Champs. And then a few games in, it completely changed. Like, it got 10 times worse. So I would press an input, let's say pass X, alright? And then it literally wouldn't do it. It doesn't matter how long I waited, it would not do it. I'd have to press it again. And I was thinking maybe my controller was dodgy or whatever, but I went into kickoff and it didn't do it, alright? And the thing which was really frustrating about this was even on the little controller overlay that I have on, when I recorded some footage and went back over it, it acted like I didn't press the button in those situations when I most definitely did. And it wasn't just it wouldn't do it, it would do things in stupid ways as well. Like, I would tap X to pass to someone near me and he would absolutely wallop it at the keeper as if I've put full power on and aimed it a completely different way. Like, this is a complete new type of lag that I've never actually experienced, and it's honestly terrible. Like, it's so bad. I'm just hoping, well, I'm not hoping, but I am hoping that some of you have experienced this, so I know it's not just me, because my internet is fine. I get a few hundred down and like 100 up, so you know, it's really not my internet, and I have good ping most of the time, so it's nothing to do with that. It was a few games in Foot Champions that were just unplayable, and the game you're seeing now, this was one of those games. And I know it doesn't always seem that bad with the controller overlay, but honestly, when you're actually playing it, it's honestly terrible. I really cannot express how unfun, not fun, however you put it, how not fun playing these games were. Like, honestly, FIFA 23, when it works okay, I don't mind playing it, alright? It's not the fastest, most exciting game, but I can play it, you know, I can score some passing goals. But when it's like this, I genuinely can't. And by the looks of it in this game, it wasn't just me, because my opponent kept messing up simple things, something that players wouldn't usually do in games. Like, he would play a pass extremely late when a player is clearly offside, or he would run straight into me, or he wouldn't switch to a player in time even though he had so much time to do so. But because I couldn't pass, it didn't matter anyway. So like, it was almost like a big laggy game that I think my opponent had as well. He did end up beating me, but that's not the point. I really don't mind that I lost. It's just the fact that I literally could not control my players properly. That was one of the passes there. It just went all the way back to my keeper and I just did not aim it there. So although this has been in previous FIFAs, this is beyond anything I've ever seen. It is genuinely shocking. And EA desperately need to get a grip of this, because this is far worse than anything I've seen. Like, it's one thing to have button lag, but it's a whole other thing for the game to completely ignore your inputs and then do completely other things to what you say. And I can reassure you it's not my controller, because I went offline, played offline for a minute, just passing the ball around, and it was completely fine. I went on the game like a couple hours later to play the rest of my games, and it was also fine. So this is something to do with the servers and the gameplay play, because my god, it was so bad. Like, you guys know FIFA 23 is slow as it is, but when you've got a slow game and an unresponsive game, it becomes literally unplayable. So I just had to make this video to vent, really, because honestly, that is the most stress I've had playing FIFA in a long time. I'm just glad I got all my games out of the way. But if anyone's had any similar experiences, please let me know. EA, please get a grip on this and fix it. I know you won't, but seriously, for my sanity and everyone else's, just fix it. And yeah, peace.